Arya killing the Night King in Game of Thrones Season 8 makes no sense within the larger context of the show, as it goes against the trajectory set up for Jon Snow as the hero to face the Night King. The decision to have Arya kill the Night King is a subversion of expectations, but unlike previous surprising events in the show, it lacks meaningful and logical storytelling. The inclusion of the White Walkers as an existential threat in the story, which sparked numerous mysteries and questions, ultimately becomes irrelevant and unanswered, leaving fans unsatisfied with the poor planning and lack of meaning behind this storytelling choice. Arya Stark killing the Night King in Season 8, Episode 3 of Game of Thrones might have been a welcome surprise to fans at first. But as we look back on the show, we'll see that it not only doesn't make sense but also abruptly ends a drawn-out mystery with no satisfying conclusion. Why are the Nightwalkers built up into such an existential threat only to be dispatched by one teenager? How does Arya as the savior jive with the Azor Ahai prophecy? Why do White Walkers exist, and what is their objective? If the Night King ended up being so easy to kill, why did viewers spend years fearing him? As we revisit this shocking but ultimately confusing storytelling choice, we'll see why it stands out among all Game of Thrones scenes for making exactly zero sense. Hello everyone, if you are new here, please don't forget to subscribe and click the notifications bell, so you don't miss any new updates on your favorite TV series. Game of Thrones makes some effort to justify the choice to have Arya kill the Night King. It is, to some extent, foreshadowed in previous episodes. When Arya stabs the Night King, she uses a Valyrian dagger called the Catspaw dagger, the same blade that nearly killed Bran in Season 1. Now she uses it to save Bran's life. The hilt of the dagger is also made from the same dragonglass that was used to create the Night King thousands of years ago. In previous episodes, we see Arya sneak up on Jon Snow, much like she sneaks up on the Night King. We also see her using the nifty little switching hands move in Season 7 that allows her to dispatch the Night King in Season 8. Not to mention, Arya's entire journey takes her from a feisty child to a stealth assassin. So there are some earlier events that set up Arya as the Night King's destroyer. Why does Arya killing the Night King make no sense? That said, there are many more important reasons why Arya killing the Night King makes no sense within the larger context of Game of Thrones. To begin with, the entire trajectory of the show points to Jon Snow being the hero who will inevitably come face to face with the Night King. He's been fighting and dealing with the White Walkers since Season 1. He stares down the Night King several times, seemingly teasing a future showdown. The Azor Ahai prophecy implies that either he or Daenerys or a combination of the two will save humanity from the White Walkers. So after years of readying fans for this epic fight, instead, the Night King is quickly and pretty easily killed by Arya. Not only does Arya just sort of randomly pop in and save the world, but Jon and Daenerys are barely involved in the Night King's destruction. In fact, Arya still could have killed the Night King even if Jon and Daenerys stayed home, kicked their feet up, and drank some tea. So why is this couple the Song of Ice and Fire personified? Shouldn't the whole thing just be called the Song of the Faceless Stealth Assassin Teenager? To be fair, Game of Thrones is well known for surprising its audience. Those who didn't read the books beforehand were shocked by Ned Stark's death and horrified by the Red Wedding. So perhaps one could argue that Arya killing the Night King is another unexpected twist that subverts the audience's expectations. The problem, however, is that both Ned Stark's death and the Red Wedding make sense within the context of the show. They may be surprising events, but, in retrospect, we can see clearly why the characters made the choices they made. We can also, again in retrospect, see how these events fit into the overall story. With these surprises, it feels like there is a point, not like we are watching a surprise for its own sake. To some extent, it's a bit like the difference between a jump scare in a horror film and a horror film that's actually scary. Anyone can shock the audience, but it's a different accomplishment entirely to do so in a way that makes sense and has meaning. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to like this video and drop comments. And most importantly, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss anything.